welcome to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel, where I talk about all kinds of edible things I'm into. If you like that kind of thing, go ahead and subscribe. Join us. And welcome. Turn on all notifications, that way you will be notified as new videos are made all the time. Live streams almost every day, if not every day. Hope you join in. It's more fun that way. Okay, so one thing I have to deal with this winter is shade in my backyard. I want it to be a food forest, but if you let your food forest become a shaded canopy, you limit your options severely and you don't maximize your fruit potential. The food ends up being somewhat difficult to get to because of the height, etc. So it's time to trim some trees, right, Jack? Yeah. Woo. The papaya branch is one of the greatest branches of any fruiting tree. Alright, but we're going to start with the southeastern corner of our yard. We have a strong salty flow from the ocean, being only blocks from it. But this is a Suriname cherry tree. And I wanted to show you something. This has been flowering for years, and I thought at one point it gave me some cherries, but you know, it's just been so long.
Cherries on here?
I don't know. I think I might have. Maybe not. The point is, it gives these flowers and does quite well, but it never really produces a lot of fruit. So I'm not that crazy about it, but I've kind of grown it to be a tree-formed situation here. It creates like a little cave, but the problem is it's completely shaded out everything, so all the grass is dead. It's also become a collection point for leaves, which is fine. I don't mind this so much, but now I can't grow anything here. But I'm expanding my horizons to pigeon peas.
Pigeon peas.
Pigeon peas. Do you know what a pigeon pea is?
No.
I didn't know either a week ago, but then Ben told me about them, and now I can't wait to get a bunch of them in my yard. There's two types, black and red. Yeah, I saw that. There's my little pigeon pea, and I'm going to plant that thing right in that general area that I was just showing you. But the first thing I'm going to have to do is tame it. So I'm just going to get rid of this overhanging part, but I'm going to leave the part that's growing vertically, and there's quite a good amount of it. You can see there's suckers that I tried to keep it all completely tree formed at one point, and anyway, it's fallen over in hurricanes and been propped back up. Long story short, this main growth, I've decided, this main piece here that comes out will need to go, and I'm just going to leave these pieces towards the back, and it may have somewhat of a hole, but it'll grow back, I'm sure, rather quickly. But then that will leave this whole area to be growable again, and this is where I plan to put in the pigeon pea. So let's go ahead and do what needs to be done. Ready to do what needs to be done?
Yes.
Okay, let's get started. We're just going to trim off that main branch. We're going to try to do it without damaging the rest of the tree, so I might make a cut up higher and then cut the rest off. Woo! That was a fair amount of
timber.
Fair amount of timber action.
Call that timber.
Cool that the Suriname cherry can get so big like this. Look at the size of that. Oh, it's a lot of weight. Wow.
Yeah, you're trapped there.
I'm trapped in here. Look at this. It's major. It didn't crack the trunk. Left a nice solid piece of wood. I'm almost thinking about leaving it. Whew. Wow, that is a huge canopy just removed. Ha! Unbelievable. Okay, I've backed up the camera a bit to show that whole area now is bright with sunshine, even though it's a cloudy day. So I couldn't believe how heavy that thing was. Super heavy. When it came down, I was surprised at how much weight. This is going to fill up the whole curb. Okay, I'm going to try to drag it out and see what we have. I still want to get that other little nub out there, though. This piece, I'm going to get that off. The reason I cut it up here is I was afraid it would peel the bark down. and damage it. So that's how I usually trim these bigger pieces. Yeah, but this time I didn't. We're going to have a nice cherry wood log there, Jack. All right, let's get started. Here we go. Well, first of all, let's drag this thing out. Here, you want to help me? Yeah, here. Ooh, this thing's heavy. Hold on, let me put this back in.
It looks like
What does it look like?
looks like it's like wrinkly.
It looks like the skin of a big animal, or like the wrinkles at the bottom of an elephant foot.
Yeah.
I wonder if this wood could be cured and used for a. If it could be used, it's much harder than I thought. It's more like oak than it was like pine. All right, I'm going to drag it. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at this. This is one of those air potato plants. I think that wild Florida vine. The wild Florida vine type thing that was growing back in there. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And here's all the giant Mexican petunias, so I can get all this cleared out. Look at this. Big ones. They'll just snap. That's easy.
Now we have a less spiders.
Yeah, it opened up a huge area in here.
Now you go
This is cool.
Grow stuff.
Yeah, now we can grow the pigeon pea in here.
You have a better back.
Wow. Stoked. That's so cool. That was easy. All right. Now,
Ugh, that's weird.
kick off the rest of this.
The potato set thing.
We might as well. Looks like there's a lot of just like dead old branches that are in here. I don't want this one.
Dad. Dad, I made a rocket launcher.
I like it.
What, my rocket launcher?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Dude, you on?
Supporting the weight. Oh, that was heavy.
Hopefully you're strong enough.
Wow. That's cool.
See a white Easter egg color.
Yes, they got all this too.
Oh, look, you can see a cactus.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Come to the floor cactus that's on the floor. Dad, look. The cactus that's on the floor.
Yeah, now the cactus has sunlight. Whew, that is night and day. So there it is. Perfect example of shade management, don't you think? I mean, now other things can grow. Where do you want to plant that pigeon pea? We could put it out in the lawn. I think we put it away from the side a little bit, like, yeah, like right where you are. All right, let's go get that thing. What does it look like? It's kind of a weird pot. It's on the lower grow table. It's a little growing tree. It's a new one. No, over on the left-hand side of the lower grow table. Yeah, it's like a, almost looks like a half circle pot.
Oh, it's that one.
That one.
This one?
That one, yeah.
Okay, why is there a different font?
That's the one they gave it to me in. So put it where you think it should grow.
Like right here, probably?
Right there. Okay. Tell you what, I think the next thing we need, let's go ahead and get the shovel and let's get some of that compost and cow manure mix and we'll plant it. Okay, so you can see that by removing that one limb, what a difference it's made. I still have plenty of vertical growth to block the salt flow and the windy, prevalent wind direction. And I positioned the pigeon pea. Jack has positioned the pigeon pea and is fertilizing the lawn with Suriname cherry leaves. This tree is in need of trimming. I'm going to wait on trimming it, but what I'm going to ultimately do is relight this entire back area of my yard so that I can have pigeon pea, moringa, and other wonderful edible plants along the edge. So let's finish planting the pigeon pea. We've picked the perfect place to plant this and grabbed just a $2 bag of compost and cow manure, a couple crude pieces of broken cement edging that we have just to mark it off so our yard folks don't destroy it, and now we'll go ahead and plant it. All I'm going to do is dig the hole, augment the soil with a little bit of cow manure and compost, and then I'm going to put the pigeon pea in there and pack it down, put the edging on, and we'll be done. So I'll demonstrate. Okay. All right. Jack, go ahead and pull that sack up there of dirt and let's see if you can open that up. I want to be careful not to hit the sprinkler line. That turns the project into a whole different thing. Think we'll find any worms?
It's good if you find one.
I don't see any. Look at how the soil on the bottom is lighter than the soil on the top. I used to have a nectarine tree right here. See the white soil? Sand. All right. Hold that. These don't really need much, but I'm going to add a little bit of enrichment anyway. Okay, let's stir it up. You want to stir it up? Mix it around. You can mix in some of that too. Yeah, really dig it in there. That's it. Blender style?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty good spread. I save a little of the good dirt just around the edges because I like to pack that right up next to the plant. Here we go. Whew, that's a good looking one, isn't it? It looks like it was a banana that didn't make it. All right.
It's like the papaya stick.
Ooh, roots.
Here, you can see all the roots.
You don't want to damage the roots.
You see a worm. I saw a worm in there.
Oh, that was a grub, wasn't it?
There probably was. So it's white, so.
Alright. There we go. It's pretty good. We'll water this thing now.
Why are you putting mulch there?
I don't want our yard folks to run it over. We'll save this pot. Grab me some of those. Build that wall.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We're just trying to mark it off so it doesn't get run over. One last piece. I like it. It's very, they call it eclectic. That's a winner. Alright, let's see. There it is. Looking good. We'll focus in on that a little bit to show what it looks like. Let's see if it really is this easy. Oops. Let's see if it really is this easy to grow pigeon peas. Because all we did was just add a little cow manure and compost mix that's about $2 a bag. We used a tiny amount of it. Just threw some broken pieces of papers around it to keep it contained from getting hit by lawnmowers, hopefully. I think that one's gonna, yeah, we probably do want to add some Suriname cherry leaf mulch in there. Let's do that. I mean, yep. That way it won't dry out as fast.
Oh, crackle. Noise.
The Suriname cherry leaf smells so good.
Only if camera had smell.
You had smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
So here it is, the finished product. The pigeon pea. We're going to continue to put down a little bit more of this Suriname cherry leaf mulch. That'll serve as a nice little barrier to, very good, barrier to let the moisture stay there. Because this is a rather dry area of the yard, but it does get hit with a little bit of irrigation, so we'll see how it does. Alright, thanks for watching Eat Your Backyard. We did a little bit of shade management, opened up an area of the yard to be able to grow some new things. Now we have a pigeon pea in the ground where Ben assured us it is meant to be. It wants to be in the ground. Okay, thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you like it. Go ahead, use the links in the description if you'd like to help the channel. Doesn't cost you anything extra, and it gets you to the things we talk about in these videos. Thanks for watching Eat Your Backyard.